Hi guys, welcome back to Red Flag Radio F1 YouTube channel. As the summer break has kept us all missing Formula 1, we are back with something fun. Before racing kicks off again, we thought we'd bring you a light-hearted challenge which is famously known as Guess the F1 Driver. This is going to be a fun ride and make sure you play along with us in the comments and let us know how many drivers you managed to guess correctly. I am ready. Are you?
Dude, absolutely. I am ready. And for the audience's reference, we already did a practice run of this where I absolutely shat the bed. Got 1 out of 5. But this time I'm prepared to get 0 out of 5. Anyway, so moving on, however, are you ready to guess your first driver?
Let's see.
Okay, fine. So, guess the F1 driver, round 1. Your first clue, Rishabh, is his debut race was with the racing team known as HRT in 2011.
Is it Daniel Ricciardo?
Yeah, man, it is.
You know what? I have seen Ricardo, and Ricardo is someone I always enjoy. And recently, if you don't follow our socials, I added a post on debut races as well as their last race. So I did include Ricardo as well with the HRT team. So I do remember that part. I think that was just unfortunate for you that I saw that clip. And Ricardo in 2011, I mean, obviously HRT was the worst car ever we have seen in Formula 1 grid. And Ricardo was trying to put some impression so that he can get a seat in Toro Rosso at that time. And obviously, he was able to impress the maybe Christian Horner and all the members at that time. And rest is history. We miss Honey Badger. And yeah, man, his energy was something that every Formula 1 fan loved during that time.
Absolutely. And in fact, the most obvious clue down the line for our audience, if you didn't know, the most obvious clue was that he's known as the Grinning Aussie. Good first round for you, though. Good going.
Yeah, but are you ready now?
No.
Guess the F1 driver, round 2. Here's your clue 1. Before reaching Formula 1 in 2010s, I was part of Ferrari's Driver Academy, one of the very first non-European drivers they signed at that time.
One of the very first non-European drivers who drove with Ferrari.
Yeah, in 2010s.
In 2010, so naturally it's not
He
Schumi,
was
it's not
part
Alonso.
of Ferrari's Driver Academy, I said. So that doesn't mean that he drove for Ferrari, but he was part of the Ferrari's Driver Academy.
But then he may have gone on to become a part of Sauber, maybe.
I'll give you another clue. I currently hold the record for most races before the first win in Formula 1, and that was 190th start.
190
When he
race
won.
starts before a race win. And you're a part of Ferrari Driver Academy in the 2010s.
Yeah.
And you're not European.
Yeah.
Is it Argentine?
You know this driver very well. No.
Wait, no, I got this.
You
I think
know
I
him.
got this.
You know him.
Total.
Unless you want another clue.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Before I embarrass myself.
I spent several years in midfield teams like Sauber and Force India, building a reputation for saving tires better than almost anyone else at that point.
Is it Sergio
You know.
Perez?
Exactly, the tire whisperer himself, and the one who will make his comeback in 2026.
Fuck yes.
Sergio Perez.
Cadillac F1 team. The dream's real.
Yeah, man. I thought you will be able to guess that with the second
Dude, with 190 weights before winning an F1 race, my mind did go to Sergio Perez because I think in 2019 Bahrain, I think was his first race win.
2020.
2020, right?
Yeah.
And it was it Bahrain or was it?
So
Sakir
it was
Grand
a
Prix?
different layout.
Yeah,
It
Sakir
was
Grand
called
Prix.
Sakir Grand. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Man.
what a legend.
Okay, so let's move on to guess the F1 driver round 3. Your first clue is before Ferrari, he tested with Sauber in 2001.
Okay, before Ferrari.
Yeah.
So
So the entire clue is before driving for Ferrari,
yeah,
he tested with Sauber in 2001.
yeah. But it's not Fernando Alonso because he started driving. Felipe Massa joined late, but I'm not sure whether is it Felipe Massa. Just for a first guess.
It is Felipe Massa.
Okay, it was just a random guess. I tried to remember all the Ferrari drivers who took part in 2000s, and that was the first driver that came into my mind.
Bro, fuck this game, man. This is just utter dog shit. But fair play to you. I can't fault you for having that knowledge. Good stuff. Good going so far. I do hate you for that.
Okay, then guess the F1 driver round 4. Here is your first clue. I finished on the podium in my very first race of Formula 1.
Wow. Okay. Is it Lewis Hamilton?
Well, I knew you will say that, but in this case, we are not referring to Lewis Hamilton. So I'll give you that pass here. I think Lewis Hamilton also got the podium in his very first race.
Yeah.
That was a very nice shot.
But okay, so if it's not Lewis, okay. First of all, let me narrow down the nationality. Is it your European driver?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a British driver?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, then one more clue, please.
Okay. Across my career, I raced for McLaren, Renault, and Haas, but never scored a win in my career.
McLaren, Renault, and Haas, but never scored a win. Renault and Haas, but never.
There are not
scored
that
a-
many.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there are.
Is it Kevin Magnussen?
Bang on, man! It is Kevin Magnussen, man.
Yes, finally got one.
Yes, the redemption arc starts now, man.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking along the lines of just Haas drivers. As soon as you said Haas, that was the filter in my mind. Because there could be a lot of other drivers for Renault and McLaren, but Haas is not a very long list.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I included Haas here. But
Fair play.
for the viewers, he got podium in his very first race in 2014 when he was driving for McLaren. That was something phenomenal at that time. And obviously, like Karan mentioned, Lewis Hamilton is another driver who we can talk about who got podium in his very first race.
Also with McLaren,
that is an
by the
elite
way.
list. Exactly. McLaren brings that luck for some reason.
Moving on to guess the F1 driver round 5. Your first clue,
Yeah.
Rishabh, is this driver's first point scoring finish in Formula 1 was third place at the 2004 Malaysian Grand Prix.
For some reason, Mark Webber came into my mind, but I think he started racing in 2002. So it's not Mark Webber. Fernando Alonso joined in 2001. Kimi Raikkonen also joined around that era only, but who else joined
So
in 2004?
think a little younger than this guy, this group of people.
Is it Nico
Wow.
Rosberg?
Nobody. Do you want another clue?
You know what? I think it's better to get another clue just for our viewers as well.
Okay. So this driver in the 2006 Hungarian Grand Prix started 14th but won the race.
Is it Jensen Button?
Yeah, it is Jensen Button.
I was thinking of Jensen Button as well. So yeah, but the second clue made it obvious for
Yeah,
him because I
absolutely.
know that was an iconic race. But it just shows what an amazing driver he was. And obviously, 2009 he won the championship, and
Yeah.
well deserved, to be honest. He deserves that championship. Obviously, the car was also great.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, the championship that he won in 2009 was the championship in the history books of Formula 1 where a team existed for just 1 year and won the championship with the driver, which is Braun GP.
Absolutely, man. No one thought at that time when they were even running for sponsors.
Yeah, dude,
They had those sponsors.
imagine how shit Haas must feel right now. They have fuck all to show for their existence in F1. And here's a team that just debuts, wins everything, and packs up.
Exactly, man. But I think credit goes to Ross Braun and all the engineers who were working at that time. They found the right solution for their car at that time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, moving on. I think this will be a tough one for you for some reason. But I'm excited to see how you tackle this one. But guess the F1 driver round 6. Here's the first clue. I currently hold the record of most grid place penalties in a race, which is 70. So So there was a time when FIA just to mess around and they were like, here's your penalty. Oh, you want to change this part as well? Here's another penalty. So they were like giving 70 grid drop, and probably drivers had to start from 2 races back.
Oh god. Okay, so is this 2000 to 2010s
No.
era? Is it earlier?
No. No.
It's later than 2010s
Yes.
era.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking 2010 to 2018 approximately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You are on that right track.
This driver got 70 penalty points. Was he
It's the
with
70 grid drop.
70 grid drop? Okay.
Yeah. Just to
Yeah,
clear
yeah.
it
So basically 3 races worth of grid drops, give or take.
up. In a way.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Give me another clue. Otherwise, this is just gonna become 21 questions.
Sure. Okay, the second clue is I have won 7 out of 15 wet weather races in my career.
7 out of 15 wet weather race wins with 70 place grid drop.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is he won 15 races, out of which 7 were wet races.
Yeah. So in his entire career, he's won 15 races, of which 7 were wet races.
Yeah.
It has to be someone who...
So 15 races in his entire career.
So it was a very short-lived stint in F1.
Nope. It was pretty long, but he won only 15 races. during that time.
Interesting. Okay, is this...
And that grid place clue which I gave, it was just for that one race where he got 70 place grid drop. It was something that FIA used to do.
Yeah. So, okay, is this a Ferrari or a McLaren driver?
Yes.
Is it Ferrari?
Nope.
Oh, it's McLaren. It's a McLaren driver.
Yeah.
This one only
And you know the era, so think about all the drivers who took part.
Is it Fernando Alonso?
Nope,
Oh.
but you are on that right track.
Right. Who was a teammate with Fernando Alonso in that period? It's the teammate. It's the fucking teammate. Okay, just give me another clue. I know I'm on the right track.
Okay, so the third clue is I won a world championship with a team that only existed for a single season. I got you. I know I got you.
I think it is Jenson Button.
Bang on, man.
So let me get this straight. We just spent the last 6 minutes for no reason dumping 6 statistics about Jenson Button.
Exactly. See, that's the reason why I told you that probably this could be that tough part for you, because probably you won't think that I will ask about Jenson Button again, because in my notes it was Jenson Button only at that point. So I'm sorry for that.
Fair play. No, fair play. I'm gonna get you with the next one for sure.
Oh boy, I'm sweating already.
Okay. Moving on to guess the F1 driver round 7. This driver's career technically began as a mechanic. Not for one of the F1 teams, but his career began with him having a passion for building cars. He was a mechanic before anything else. And later on, racing caught his fancy so much that he went into racing as well.
Interesting. Is it Schumacher? It's just a random guess.
No, it isn't Schumacher. You have to think older than Schumacher.
Okay, it's not Niki Lauda, I think. It's not James Hunt. I don't think both drivers had that passion, as per what I have seen.
Niki Lauda did have a passion for mechanics, but I'll still say think older than Niki as well.
Yeah, older than Niki. Oh
yeah.
Oh my god! Did you go all the way back to Fangio?
We could get there. We don't know. Do you want another clue?
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Okay, he contested in 51 Grand Prix. He has 51 Grand Prix starts, of which he has won 24.
24 races, so I think my guess was spot on.
Which
Isn't
was?
It was Fangio.
It was Juan Manuel Fangio. And as a matter of fact, he won 5 world championships in the 1950s, which was the opening decade of Formula 1. Formula 1 started in 1950, by the way. And he won I think he competed for a few years. I think 6 years or 7 years he competed, of which he won 5 championships. The sport began with a crushing dominance.
Absolutely, man. Imagine people talk about Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton when he existed even before them, and he won 5 championships. And crazy, man. The number of races he drove versus the number of races he won. That was
Yeah,
just pure
nearly a
dominance.
50% win rate, and at that era.
But that was I think when you said go back, I was like, wait a second, how far you went?
Yeah,
Probably no one would have guessed that. Yeah, unless some grandparents are watching our Guess the F1 Driver Challenge who were watching Formula 1. And if you were, then do let us know in the comments. But yeah, man, you took that hard road for me.
Absolutely. But anyway,
Okay.
let's move on to the next round, shall we?
Yeah, Guess the F1 Driver, round 8. Here's your first clue. I once suffered a life-threatening crash in Australia that left me in coma, but I made a full recovery and returned to Formula 1.
How many drivers
That
are
accident happened during the Formula 1 race, just to clarify.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I'd like another clue, please.
Okay, I think this clue will at least give you some idea of which era I'm talking about. So, in my very first race for McLaren, I shocked the world by out-qualifying Ayrton Senna, who was also driving McLaren at that time. So, I joined McLaren and instantly I was able to out-qualify him.
Oh, wow. Okay. You outqualified Ayrton Senna from your
In my
debut
first race.
Alan Prost was already there with McLaren, right?
Yeah.
Then Senna joined. Then then Prost left for Ferrari, I think, and then Ayrton
Yeah.
had a teammate. I have no idea. Ayrton Senna didn't
So
have
this
many
driver,
teammates.
so this driver joined mid-season, and he drove for I think 3 races with Ayrton Senna at that time.
Anyway, yeah, please, third clue.
Okay, so the third clue is I went on to win back-to-back world championships in the late 90s, and my nickname was the Flying Finn.
The Flying Finn.
Yeah.
Okay, there are not a lot of many Finnish drivers. But okay, not Raikkonen, not Häkkinen either. It is Häkkinen.
It is. Yeah. There are not that many Finnish drivers, right? So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Mika Häkkinen.
But again, as you mentioned, recency bias. As soon as you think of Mika Häkkinen, you think about his moves and his fight against Michael Schumacher. You forget that
Exactly.
he raced with Ayrton Senna as well.
Exactly, man. So in 1993, in his very first race, he outqualified Senna. And in other 2 races, obviously Senna got the bragging rights, but it was a wake-up call for all the drivers. And obviously, we know that he won 2 championships during the time when Schumacher was there. So
Anyway, let's move on to Guess the F1 Driver, round 9. And for this final round, I hope you have a great time. Here's your first clue. This F1 driver also won the Indy 500 twice after retiring from F1.
Indy 500 twice after. Is it a recent driver like in 2010s?
No. The race wins for this driver were in 1989 and 1993. The IndyCar wins, that is.
Mm-hmm. So he retired before that. I don't know many F1 drivers who won Indy as well. Okay, fine. Give me another clue.
Okay, this
need
clue
it.
may make it a little more obvious. But this guy debuted in F1 with Team Lotus in 1970 at the British Grand Prix as a third driver.
Is it Nigel Mansell?
No, but that would have been a good call. Mansell would
Because
have
I
been a very
thought
good
about
call.
Lotus.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
would have been a
no.
very good call, but not Mansell. Close though, knocking on the right door. Think
Yeah.
around Mansell.
So who all were there during that era? You know what? Maybe Damon Hill.
No, not Damon Hill either. Also, to
I
help
think
you
it
out,
is-
not a European driver.
Nelson Piquet.
No, but that also would have been a good guess. Do you want the third clue?
Is it Fittipaldi? Last guess.
It is Emerson Fittipaldi.
Yes, finally. Oh God. When you said it's not European, then those 2 drivers only
Yeah.
came into my head.
Absolutely. And for the record, he became the world's youngest F1 world champion in 1972 at 25 years of age. Of course, that record has been broken a bunch of times since then, but he was the first youngest F1 world champion at the age of 25 years and some months in 1972, and he's also the first Brazilian world champion, by the way.
Well, that was a tough one, not gonna lie. Maybe I needed that. But if I think we have done a lot of stuff on history, probably we need some recency bias as well. So here's another driver for you. Guess the F1 driver, round 10. Here's your first clue. I won on debut in 8 out of the 9 single-seater categories I've ever raced in.
8 out of the 9 single-seater categories you've ever raced in, which means this includes F3, F4, F2, F1, karting series.
Yeah, every series. I'll make it simpler for you. He didn't win in Formula 1. That's the 9th one, which he didn't win.
Except for F1,
But he
won
won
almost every series.
He won on debut.
On debut.
He's not a champion.
Yeah.
He won that first race when
Yeah.
he took part.
Is it Lance Stroll?
Not many drivers. I see what you did there, but no. Lance Stroll has a very elite junior record.
Exactly, yeah. As much as I hated to admit this, he does have a stellar career leading up to F1. Okay, can I get another clue, please?
Okay. I currently hold the record for most pit stops by a driver in his debut race, which is 7.
Is it Liam Lawson?
Well, good one. Yes, it's Liam Lawson, the man himself who won every single race except Formula 1, and this was his debut race where he had to pit stop like 7 times in 2023 Dutch Grand Prix.
Yeah, dude, that made it very easy, not gonna lie. But yeah, I was actually not aware that Liam Lawson has also had such a stellar and illustrious career leading up to F1.
Yeah, man. I think he needs that confidence, and which was lacking, but I think he's gaining that confidence now. So I think that's amazing for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope he goes on to win F1 as well, so he can have the bragging rights about winning races in 9 of 9 categories, even though not his debut in F1, but still.
Absolutely, man. Maybe we have to wait for that because I don't know whether that will happen in 2026 or not. But we'll see. Unless something bizarre happens this season, who knows? We have seen Nico Hülkenberg on podium, so who knows?
Could be. But yeah, with that, we bring an end to our Guess the F1 Drivers series. We can make this into a recurring series, by the way. Let us know in the comments if you had a blast trying to guess the drivers. And let us know if you got it within the first, second, or third try. We would love to know how far your knowledge goes, and we hope you had a great time.
Absolutely, man. And we'll be back very soon with our Dutch Grand Prix preview as well. We are excited for that. So make sure you don't miss that part as well. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Red Flag Radio F1 YouTube channel. We are getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, man, which is honestly, it feels like a dream compared to when we started. So thank you so much for all the support. We love you. And yeah, man, when the drama hits, we are waving the red flag. Goodbye.